this is the Redi Edge Tactical Pro knife sharpener. If you look at this one is designed to give you a 20-degree angle on your blade edge. That's 20 on each side. Has a nice set of cutters that'll get you through. That'll make sure it'll get nice and sharp. On the back, you actually have a ceramic surface that's been chemically bonded to its aluminum handle and frame. So you can actually use it to smooth out any edges and things like that. And then another interesting thing they added to this, on the top here, you can actually use this V-groove here to sharpen fish hooks and needles, which I thought was pretty interesting. So what you have here is a nice little compact knife sharpener. At $22.95, it's more expensive than the Smiths that you see in my EDC video. However, it's a lot more durable. This aluminum is going to hold up a lot longer than the plastic of the Smith sharpener will. The one downside I would say to it is it does not have an easy method for someone to actually sharpen a serrated edge on a serrated knife. So if you're looking at a sharpener that will also help you if you like to carry a serrated edge knife, I would look at some of the other options that Redi Edge has to offer. Or if you want to go the more inexpensive route, you can also choose to go with the Smith, since that has an actual ceramic pole on there that'll help you sharpen the serrated edges. But just looking at it, my initial impression was this is a nice little compact sharpener. It's got a good weight to it, but it's not overly heavy. So it's something that you could definitely have as an EDC knife sharpener. So let me explain how I'm going to test how well this sharpener actually works. So here we have two knives. One is a completely brand new unused buck knife that I've had for the longest time and never used. The other is my Gerber Icon Tanto that I usually keep around the house for opening boxes and things like that. As you can see, the Gerber Icon Tanto's already seen a lot of wear, and it's been a little while since I've sharpened it. The buck knife blade really hasn't been used at all. So to simulate wearing down the blade over a long period of time, we're going to speed this up. Going to cut through this cardboard 10 times. So now to accelerate it even more, I'm going to stab this into the dirt 5 times. To accelerate it even more, I'm going to run the blade through the dirt 5 times. Now we're going to scrape this against asphalt 5 times. And then finally, we're going to scrape this against a concrete slab 5 times. So as you can see, both the knives are now very beat up. The buck knife not so much on the lower portion of the blade because I didn't really have a way to actually beat that up easily. So I mainly focused on the part that was easiest to expose to dirt, the asphalt, and the concrete slab. And as you can see, it's roughed up the edge pretty well. So let's see how this sharpener does. So it's definitely a lot less nicked right in here. You can still feel it's pretty rough though. So we're going to try and get rid of that. So I realized that I'm not demonstrating proper technique in holding it and also in maintaining the proper grip angle. The point of showing this is that even if you're having to do a rushed job of smoothing out the edges to get a nice sharp cut, you can still do that even with a fairly quick job where you're not focused on maintaining the proper grip and the proper angle. But it's a lot better than it was when we first started beating it up. Let's see how well this does on an actual test of how sharp this thing has become. Let's see how it does. Not bad. So I have to say, I definitely like this sharpener. It's not quite as versatile as the Smith sharpener that I have. However, the Smith sharpener is thicker and it is taller, and so it therefore takes up more room. So for something like on a keychain, I would probably want to actually swap out my Smiths for this, because personally I don't really use the serrated edge on a knife all that often. However, for some, this may be a deal breaker if they want to use a serrated edge on a knife, because it's not going to have an ideal sharpener for that. For those who are wanting a sharpener that will actually work for the serrated edges, I would recommend taking a look at Redi Edge's mini multi-tool, because it does have those same cutting blades but also has the nice addition of a removable ceramic rod that will help you sharpen those serrated edges. For those who aren't worried about the serrated edge, I would say the Redi Edge knife sharpener is excellent. It gives you a nice consistent cut. It also has the ceramic backing, so you can actually use it to make sure that you get all those bumps off of the blade. Make sure that it's nice and sharp. And it's nice and compact. Not very heavy. Smaller than the Smiths. Honestly, I think it's going to end up at some point replacing the Smiths. The Smith will probably get moved to my bug out bag, since I'll probably use the serrated edge more in a survival type situation where I'll need to actually cut through line or cord and things like that. For straight edge knives, I'm probably going to go with the Redi Edge here. It just makes more sense from an EDC standpoint, unless you're running a serrated, in which case it's your call. So price wise, it's going to run you about $22.95 whether you go with the 30, the 40, or the 60 degree cutter. Honestly, I think that's an excellent price considering you get it compact, it's not too heavy, fits on a keychain, has the cutter, has the ceramic back, which I definitely like. If you're not going to use a serrated edge knife, I think it's excellent. Yeah, it's not going to be as inexpensive as, say, the Smith sharpener, but this is going to hold up a lot longer than the Smith sharpener will. The Smith sharpener is just plastic, remember that. This is aluminum with ceramic that's been chemically bonded to it. So the Redi Edge knife sharpener is going to hold up a lot longer than the Smith sharpener. So overall, given the fact that the Redi Edge is a little bit more expensive but a lot more durable, I would have to say between the two, I would definitely recommend the Redi Edge Tactical Sharpener. So, thanks for watching. This is Destroyer, signing off.